Can a seller pay the lock extension fee for a buyer when buying a house? Well, the answer may surprise you, but the answer is yes. So last month I had a story about a client. They were moving from the Midland area down to New Braunfels. So they were purchasing their new house. They finally found the dream house they were purchasing. We closed the loan. We had the loan ready to go in 3 weeks. It was a fast closing. And then we get to the finish line, and the seller had a permitting issue that they did not disclose in the seller's disclosure. So we couldn't close the loan. They didn't agree to close the loan. It was the seller's problem. Now this happens from time to time when you have maybe permitting, maybe a repair that wasn't made, or maybe title didn't come back and there's title issues. That's on the seller side. Well, is it really fair for the buyer to pay that? So my buyer came back and said, listen, it's going to cost me in this case about $100 a day to extend my lock. On interest rates, you have the interest rate for the 30 years, but you can break down the cost on a daily basis called per diem interest. So my buyer goes back to the seller and says, I'm ready to close the loan. Here's my letter from my lender. We're done. We're waiting on your permitting issue. So they went back, they extended the lock for 2 weeks, which was very costly, but they asked the seller to pay for it since it was their issue. So if you're a realtor out there, if you're a seller, or maybe if you're just a friend of someone selling a house or buying a house, make sure you know the seller can pay, if negotiated, a buyer's lock extension fee, especially if it's their issue.